This is the Honda Fit, specifically the third generation Honda Fit. This car is the real Swiss Army car. It is your Miata when it comes to sportiness. It is your Prius when it comes to gas mileage. It is your Camry when it comes to reliability. And by God, it is my car. While the internet doesn't rave specifically about this one, the Honda Fit in general seems to be the thing that's blowing up on Instagram. So I decided to buy one. Now, just because I purchased it myself does not mean this is going to be a review where I try to justify the purchase. I'm a mechanic, and so what that means is anything wrong with this car, I personally have to fix it myself. So if anything, that makes me the perfect guy to point out what the flaws are, because I'm gonna get really pissed off if I have to fix them, and if they're too much of a pain in the ass, the car is going, because the title is in my name. Originally, this car was recommended to me by my brother, and I'm coming from a Toyota MR2 Spider. Now, for those who don't know what that is a mid-engine, meaning the engine sits behind you, sports car that Toyota made, like I think the last year was 2005, a long time ago. And when I purchased this car, I was like, gee, I sure hope that it at least feels as good as that car did. There were a lot of compromises with it, and I ended up selling it for that reason. But I got this car, and initially, before I got that, I was actually gonna get like a Miata. And it was mainly because of the whole power thing and going to the racetrack. That is initially what this car was purchased to actually do. But as I drive it more and more, I'm finding that I probably won't be taking this and gutting it out and doing what I thought I was going to do, because it is such a good car. Before we hop into actually driving the car, I want you to take a note of a few things. One being the gas mileage. This thing, when the valves are actually adjusted, it's not a major service, but it is a service that you should be doing every 80,000 miles. This car can get 33 miles to the gallon, and how it does it is absolutely insane. All around this car, you can see where Honda decided, you know what, we want this thing to be slippery through the air like Diddy oil. Like, you can see how flat everything is up there. It's because, like, the engine is actually not here, it's more here. And so what bringing it more towards the cabin allowed them to do was, it allowed them to lower the front end of the hood and just kind of make everything slope around it. You can see it in how flush this little cowling is. You can see it on the body line. There's this main central line here where it's like the wind channels all the way through it, and then almost like lets out of the back end like that, with the way the tail light is designed and the way it kind of just curves outward. It's absolutely insane. Even the mirrors have these channels here where the air goes through them. You walk up front, and funny enough, the actual snorkel for the car is right here, I believe. People do put ram air intakes in here, and if I were to lift this up, and I'll put something over it, you can actually see where the air intake is here. And I was like really surprised, because that means it's right in where the air is going. Let's talk interior. So, a lot of space, just hands down, a lot of space. My grandmother drives a RAV4, and I'll be honest with you, obviously SUVs are gonna be bigger, but this guy, for the classic car that it's in, very, very good. You have beautiful trim, you've got no Apple CarPlay, but you got Bluetooth, and the speakers sound really good. Everything is kind of right where it needs to be. Best of all, there is no touchscreen climate control. All of these knobs feel premium. Like, I realize, actually that's very weird. I don't know why these knobs feel as good as they do, but they feel good. Like, I've been in McLarens, I've been in Rolls Royces, and their quality, like, these are on there. Like, these are actually on par. Like, I'm not kidding. You've got, I think for every single model, by the way, this is a base model one we've got here, and you've got the touch controls for the music, skip, cruise control, answer phone calls. Now, coming from a 2008 Toyota Matrix, which I still do own, I did not really understand how much I would like to have the volume controls. That way when I'm driving, it's just memory. I don't have to take my eyes off of the road. Buttons are freaking amazing, and this thing has it. That is an argument to create for a lot of these older cars now. Another thing is price. This car only cost me $6,000. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace. I would recommend you go through that route. And it was owned by a school teacher. The best thing about these cars are, at least with these models, the third gens all the way through actually, they're not really molested. Like they are not modded examples of cars. You can find a really good example for a really good price. I bought this at 148,000 miles, but I mean, these engines are known to go to 300,000 with just oil changes. Terrific. The interior, again, top quality plastics, nothing really rattles. Everything is like solid. It's actually a bit insane at how well this is when I look at some of the BMWs coming out and you've already got rattly interiors. But for plastic, this is some of the best plastic that I have I've ever experienced. Mirrors, these lights are extremely bright at night. Like these are some of the brightest dome lights, I think they're called halo lights or something, I've ever seen, and these bulbs are not aftermarket, it's just from factory. I'll show you an example, but they're like really, really bright. You've got a simple dash, you've got your gas gauge on one end, and above it you've got your mileage per gallon. This is how you can really control your driving and see, okay, if my goal on a road trip is getting that 33, this little gauge here will show you how to on the very top. The only thing, and this is for the guys who track their cars, that I don't like about this car is there's no coolant temp. There's no coolant temp. That kind of sucks. On to the best feature of this car when it comes to just storing things. If you already know a lot about the Honda Fit, then you already know this. Obviously, it is the magic seats. However, if you don't know about the Honda Fit and you carry a lot of things, even bikes, engines, transmissions, groceries for a family of 8, all it takes to put them down in this car is a lot like a van. One latch, one button right there. There's all my camera gear there. However, if it wasn't in here, this partition lays completely flat. That one does too, and I believe these actually go up. I haven't done it in this car, but let's figure this out real quick. Let's see here. I wonder, how do people... Oh, word? You just pick it up, okay. So you pick it up, and you do this number, and it's done. Oh, look at that. All right. You can do it on the other side too. Hold on one second. So this is like the king of space right now. That's your magic seat system right there. You got the other side where it's flat this way, and then this is like cheap, just awesome design here. This is how you get a lot of room here. And I'm actually gonna walk straight through this car. Hold on. Boom. Look at that. What car do you know can do that? All right, let's go on a test drive. First, let's hear how it sounds. So, I have to make a U-turn right now. And gotta say, just right off the bat, turning radius in this car is absolutely fantastic. It's got a short wheelbase, and that makes it a lot easier to turn. But most parking spots, I don't actually have to do a 3-point. It's a 2-point at most, just like right now. Driving impressions, it's very easy. It's a modern manual transmission car. If you are new to manual, this is the car to get. What I'm about to say is a plus and a minus. There is a clutch delay valve in this car. Now, what that means is there is a physical metal diaphragm that sits in the clutch master cylinder, and it dampens hydraulic fluid. So it dampens the clutch throw. We'll say that, clutch engagement. If you're an experienced manual driver, you will feel this, and it'll feel like you don't know how to drive manual. But for a beginner, what it does is it saves your clutch from wear, and there are plenty of people who will get 150,000 to 200,000 miles out of a single clutch plate. Now, what this means for you, a new manual transmission driver, is it'll save you about $1,600 in a major maintenance. There are options to get rid of it. You have what's called a clutch delay valve delete kit, and you can get it from Seb's Garage or this place called Honed. I will put the links in the description. I recommend you go with Seb's Garage because that will work on this car without any modifications like drilling into the actual chassis. All the other models are plug and play with the Honed plate. It comes from Australia, so it might take you a little bit to actually get it. But once you put it in, it's only about 45-minute install, and I actually bought one for this car. I haven't installed it yet because I wanted to give this a bone stock review, and here we're about to come up on a turn right now. Oh my Lord, yeah, see this car here with the right tires, man, like I've got Falcon Azenis 615s. If you're into Spec B racing or B-Spec racing, that is the tire, that is the legal tire for that series of racing. So this car grips like mad. The chassis is extremely stiff. And okay, there's a semi really in my lane there. God, he's going. The chassis is very stiff in this car. It's very, 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 like, I cannot stress this enough, it's very responsive. The steering is incredibly direct. This model has electronic steering. The other ones have hydraulic, I believe. So you don't have to change any hydraulic fluid, anything like that, which is great if you just want to get in a car and drive it. But as far as driving it goes, easy. But just because it's easy does not mean that it's dead. It is far, 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 far from dead. And I know that because I took this car to the track. Holy Jesus, this car is like amazing. I am just, woo! Oh, it's planted, front-end is fucking planted through that carousel. Next best thing about this car, 1.5 liter engines allow you to drive a slow car fast. And holy crap. So right now, we've got no cars ahead of us here, and we're just gonna go. So it's fantastic. That clutch delay valve will let you drive it fast when you need to. Woo! Holy crap, this car is so fun. They're like, oh, it puts your spot. Like, dude, okay, my brother, as soon as I got in the car, I was driving it. I took it to the track, and the day after that, really trying to get used to the car, I was mind blown at how responsive this car was. The smile on my face the whole time, the feeling of disbelief, like this car only has around 115 horsepower. And some would see that figure and be like, wow, that thing is slow. But it doesn't weigh much, and the chassis is very stiff. And with the muffler delete, which is like $260, that's how much I paid for it, the car's come alive. The suspension in this car, everything is stock. There's body roll, there's gonna be body roll. The suspension is soft, but it's a nice ride. Like, even on the highway, it's a nice ride. The road noise isn't bad in this car. And like right now, if I put it into sixth, the exhaust is not loud. The exhaust is not loud at all. When you close the door, it feels very sure of itself. And it's wild how they made the build quality of the materials that they use are solid. Okay, I'm gonna have to shift here. That's what I get for getting a 1.5 liter, right? The clear coat in the car, the paint is it's not good. The paint in this car is not good. I've got a few rust spots. Like I took it to get a wash, and I'm sitting up here and I'm like, geez, is this dirt? Like, I thought I washed it. Why is it still here? Yeah, no, that's clear coat. That's just clear coat deteriorating. And that's what you're gonna get. Apparently it's a Honda thing. So don't take that as oh, it's just because this car was the cheapest when it came out. It is a Honda thing, it's what they do. They actually have an open recall on some of their lighter colors, like the color white and I think the lime green one, where they will fix it for you with a better quality paint. So if you do get a white one and it hasn't had that service done, now you know. I'm 5'5", my brother is 6 foot exactly, and he fits in this car just fine. He learned manual on this car, and he's gonna get a Honda Fit at 6 feet. And you know, my parents was saying, oh, you know, he's too big for the car. However, no, he's not. He's not too big for this car at all. Now, when it comes to usability, like all of this kind of really gets bagged into one definition here, very usable. I bought this car to be a track car, but also something that I could drive to and from the track. And if that track is 4 hours away, I want to be able to take it to the track, hoon it, and then just hoon and abuse it, and then drive it all the way back in comfort. The seats are okay. I have cars with more comfortable seats. I'll be honest, it's something you can get used to. You can do long drives in it, it's fine. I just wish that it was more comfortable. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. All I did was a muffler and it just comes alive. You get the bangs and pops and it's awesome. God dang it, this feels like a four-door sports car. Like what is a sports car then at that point? What is it's sometimes it's not two doors. We've got Subarus and we've got Mitsubishis that tell us that that is the case. And for me, I would say a sports car is something that can get you to feel like you're driving a car. Something that does not separate the senses from the road, but also something that's responsive. And when you get up there in the speed, it's as responsive as you need it to be. Let me do a U-turn here. And again, when it comes to space and daily ability in this car, you've got the magic seats. You can put everything in here. People camp in this car. Well, let's go up this hill here. People camp in this car. They live out of this car. If that's the situation you find yourself in, and reliability is amazing. Super simple engine. There's not a lot you can get wrong. There is a ton of engine space. I mean, if you want to learn how to work on a car, pick this car. Everything is dead simple. Everything is right where it needs to be. And in the MR2, I had a lot of space. But when I look in here, everything's like really right in front of you. I mean, it's all at like waist height too. Honest to God, it is amazing. There's not much in the way to get where you need to be. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I love not complicating things, and in an age where we have all this emissions technology, to see that this engine bay looks very similar to all three generations is a breath of fresh air. Oh my God. Oh, damn. As you can see, when I want to drive it fast, I have no problem rev matching. You get used to it. You get used to it. And I've gotten used to it, as you can see. So, oh my God. This car is so freaking cool. I thought Instagram was lying. I thought the hype was overhyped. Nah, go ahead and buy this car before the prices start skyrocketing. Because I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna happen with a car like this.
I'ma be in the garden, almost running free.